Oh my god, what is this? What the hell are we even playing, dude? Thank you, game. Yeah, so we're playing some Melty Blood. It's been a minute since I've genuinely enjoyed a fighting game. So this has just been really fun. I've just been playing the story mode, the arcade. Sorry. I've just been playing all of the single player content in this game, and usually I think fighting games are more known for their multiplayer content. Yet here I am playing only single player, and I kind of stopped playing fighting games for a long time because I would get so frustrated. But I recently went ahead and customized my fight stick. What is it? It's the Hot 42 G16, I think? But yeah, it was just too cool not to use. After I made the art for it, it just looks so sick, so I have to use it, you know? So, I started first playing Melty Blood on my Switch Lite. I would just bring my Switch Lite, and then my Switch Lite case has a little stand. It's kind of a little felt thing that you can just fold, and then bam, you got a little stand for your Switch, which is cool. And I would just connect to my fight stick via USB-C. Thankfully, the USB-C to USB-C did work. I did. Since I was out, I had to stop after a while to charge my Switch, but other than that, it worked perfectly fine. Another thing is that I couldn't remap certain buttons, which was a bit annoying. I guess that's only a Nintendo controller thing that you're allowed to do, remap, so that's a little unfortunate. And honestly, I love this fight stick. I spent over $300 on the Snackbox Micro when it first came out, and that was with the 3D printed case and everything. It wasn't even it didn't even have an art box or a way to show your art. But that was when fight sticks first started getting a little more mainstream, and yeah, I was so excited about it because I wanted to learn it, and I never felt super comfortable on a controller, and honestly, it just felt good. It felt really good to use a fight stick. Well, not necessarily fight stick, but more a hitbox style controller. And don't take this as actual gameplay. I literally am not even really paying attention. I'm just trying to play while I talk, and that can be a little hard, so I gotta focus on my train of thought. So, this hitbox style box controller, I'm just gonna call it a box controller. This has an extra 3 buttons, because 13 is usually the default for these kinds of controllers. So you have your left, your down, and your right. Then you got your face buttons, and then you have the bumpers and triggers, right? So this one adds 3 other... Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so usually it's like 12, I think is the standard, because this one has 4 extra buttons. So I have one right below my A button and right on top of my X button. And then I have one on top of the down button. That is just another up, but I'm like so freaking used to like having up the like the big button in the middle. It's kind of like GameCube controller, like the big button, you know, is the button you use the most. So like yeah, and the way my hands like now naturally just like sit. I mean, I can't not use this bottom one as up. But, I mean, if you need it, if you're coming from keyboard, that could be really helpful to you. But for me, if I have an option, usually space is jump. And that feels natural to me. So, the left, down, and right buttons with the big button on the bottom for up just feels good because it just feels like WASD with my jump button. I remember like a minute ago, I like tried to play I tried playing Overwatch 2 with this hitbox, this box controller. And it was just so cool. I mean, it like worked, I guess. It was a little tough to play. Sorry to those people I was in a game with, but it was pretty fun, I won't lie. It was also really funny. I did have to like stretch my thumb to like use other buttons. But I was just playing the non-binary character in that game, which is oh, I don't remember their name. I wish I did, but I just don't. Sorry, I was really trying to get this. I was like, what? Ooh, wait, cause I'm kind of insane for that. Okay. And I know this is like against easy bots, so I'm not like saying, oh my god, I'm like the best gamer in the world. But I just think it's cool. That was a cool move. And I don't really like know how people like play these characters. I haven't watched Melty Blood type Lumina gameplay in like a minute, and I haven't played online in a while. I think I played online one time and I got my ass beat so hard I was like, okay, never again. And then I just played with a friend after that, but I don't really have anyone who still plays this game today, and it's not like I'm very good or whatever, but I have fun. And it's kind of hard to find somebody who's average at a game that's this old. I think it's been 4 or 5 years since it came out. I'm pretty sure I saw on Steam it was like 4 years since Melty Blood type Lumina came out. I really do enjoy this game though. It's really comfortable and it's not too difficult. You can like do some like wall-to-wall combo kind of things pretty easily, honestly. Even if you're just like a noob. Like me, I'm just a noob. And I won't, I'm not scared. I'm not scared to say it. The thing I just don't like about these easy mode computers is that they just like tend to stand still sometimes and like not do anything. Which like a real player would never do. So I'm just like, just have them always moving or something. Like, I guess sometimes they would, but like that's only if they're playing mind games, you know what I mean? I think I just did a DP, bro. That's a good poke, actually. Ooh, I know that hurt, girl. I know that fucking hurt. I'm just having fun. And I think, I really needed to recenter myself because I like hadn't played a fighting game in forever because I always felt like, oh, I need to play like online for it to be like worth it at all, but like no, I'm having a great time playing single player. And I think that's what like people used to like say when I'd watch videos about like how to improve at fighting games or whatever, and they'd just be like, oh yeah, if you like to stick to a fighting game, like going online first day, unless you're like, you know, you've been playing fighting games for like, I don't know, like 15 years, or you're just like super into them and you play them a lot. So you're comfortable with like all the mechanics and everything, and like this is a sequel to a game, you know, kind of thing, or it's like more simple of a fighting game compared to like previous installments and titles that you are used to. I'm just thinking like, for me personally, I'm like okay at best, and after a while I forget how to play entirely. Because I usually go like months without playing. Like I'll play one day and then I'll go like for months, maybe even a year without even touching a fighting game. And after kind of the not having like a friend anymore to play these kinds of games with, I don't know. I kind of just thought it was over and I would just never like fighting games again, which I guess is on me too, because I was putting my enjoyment of it on playing with other people, thinking like, oh, it's not as fun if I play with a computer, like I gotta get good, da-da-da-da, like that's the fun thing. But honestly, it's really fun just playing by myself here and against computers, because yeah, I can lose to computers, but it's not as frustrating as like losing to a person who's like really, really good. And just like them wiping the floor with you, like that shit literally makes me not want to play anymore. And like people are like, oh yeah, that's just how it is. You gotta get your ass beat to like get good, and like everybody goes through it and whatever, but girl, I can't. I can't. Maybe you can, I cannot. I literally, my mental health is at stake right now, so like I can't do that. But thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. And another thing about computers is the fact like you can adjust the difficulty to whatever level you are at, you know? Like for Smash Bros, I played like a lot growing up, and it was one of my first like fighting games. I hadn't really played much more than Pokemon at that point. I was like 8 years old. And I was like in this library program that I'd go to after school for a few hours. Like my mom would drop me off and it'd just be like a bunch of kids just playing games. I think you could have done like other things too. I don't know. I just remember playing games, so I probably didn't do anything else. And I do in fact remember playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And that was like, oh, that was my thing, dude. I was freaking loving it. I had such a freaking good time. I enjoyed myself so much just playing that. And I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I'm not even like, I'm 8 years old. I'm 8 years old. The other kids playing were like, first of all boys. All like no women, no female representation. I was the only non-male there. And I was having a freaking blast. And these kids were like 12, 13 years old, man. I remember playing Meta Knight. Meta Knight of all things. If you don't know, Meta Knight's like one of the most broken characters in that game. It was just so funny. He had his time to shine, bruh. And that made me happy. But yeah, it just felt good. And then I hadn't really like played a fighting game, like a real 2D like fighting game, not a platform fighter, because that's just like a whole different kind of gameplay thing. Like it's just they're completely different, really. The only thing that's similar is like your fundamentals, like your mental, your mind space, basically playing mind games with your opponent. That's really the only thing that's the same. But the first time I like played a 2D game like this, it was an Anime Fighter, by the way. They're my favorite kinds of these like 2D fighting games to play. And they don't have to be just 2D, but it's more like in the sense like you only have two directions to go, left and right. Like you can't go anywhere else. So, those are my favorite kinds, because when you get 2.5D and 3D, it starts getting a lot trickier, for me personally, because I like these style of games. They're the most fun for me, and it's mostly because these like anime fighters are usually like the fastest ones, you know? And I very much enjoy speed. Like if it's fast, I really do like it. And I was 14 and I bought Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I played it for the first time in high school because I was a part of the anime club, and they had a like game day where they were just playing like old fighting games. And I had so much fun, man. I even like won a few times against people who had like actually played, and I was like, I was just like having so much fun just playing with people. I was like, please. But let me tell you, I was just playing Ken and Kodomaru's. Another like broken like duo, which is so funny. I just always end up playing the broken characters, and it's not because like I'm looking for it, because at that point I was, you know, this is my first time. I like literally never picked up a fighting game like this before, and I was just like, oh, I like dogs. So I picked the character that had a dog, and I was like, oh my god, he's so cute, the little puppy. And so I had a blast. I won a few times against people who'd actually played the game, and you know, that's just like beginner's luck. Because then obviously I lost, but I had so much fun. I like begged my cousin, who's he's no longer with us, rest in peace, but he had a PS3 he wasn't using, because I think the PS4 had come out at that point, and I think he had 2 PS3s. So he gave me, well, not gave me, he sold it to me for $60, and that was a pretty good price, because like at that point, like PS3 would probably still run me like at least 100. Like I don't think it was that cheap to get, even though the PS4 had come out. That's just not how it worked. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a little bit. Oh, please help. What is she saying? Somebody help her. She's saying some shit and I don't know what she's saying. You thought I didn't freaking see that coming? I think I have to like jump after I do that down. Okay girl. Get yourself together. It hurt. Anyways, he sold it to me for 60 bucks, and then with that I played, because I had an Xbox 360 at the time, I'm pretty sure, and then, I like played the Naruto Storm games. Like, that was my... I really also like arena fighters. So like anime fighters and arena fighters are like two of my favorites. Platform fighters are like a third. I also really like Rivals of Aether too, but I cannot play that game online without getting my ass fucking whooped. It's just not fun, I'm sorry. Is that supposed to be fun, to lose like all the time and not even have like a chance of a comeback or nothing? Like, I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I just can't. Maybe I'm just like, I'm too sensitive. I got a heart. I'm sorry. I feel too hard. I'm just a lover at heart. Yeah, oh. Grab me, you asshole. Oh god, that's so fucking funny. What was I saying? Right, so I played, the Naruto Storm games. Specifically, I played Naruto. This was like one of my like 5 games that I had for that system. I didn't have many at all. I had Naruto Ninja Storm 3 Full Burst, and I played that shit to death. I'd never played Naruto Storm 1 or Storm 2. Those were the only ones. And then after 3 Full Burst came out, there was one that was called, I'm trying to think, because all I'm thinking of is fucking Connection right now, which is not what I played, because obviously it wasn't out yet, girl. Bet you didn't see that coming. Raw Super. I don't know, I don't remember what it was called, but it was before Ninja Storm 4 and after 3 Full Burst. So, it was that one, and I remember countering was like, either you countered or you died. That was it. Like, countering was the whole fucking game. And I was like, what the hell? But I had to get used to it because that was just like how everybody adapted to the game online. And I mean, it makes sense if it's like built that way. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so I had that game, whatever, and I wanted to play the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax game, right? So I got the PS3, and I thought it wasn't on Xbox 360, or I just like didn't want to get it on Xbox 360 because I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was though. I might have like sold my Xbox 360 at that point though, because I just like only had like 2 games for it, and the exclusives weren't like anything I really cared for. Like, I mostly played like fighting games like that and RPGs, and a lot of the good ones were on PlayStation. So eventually I got a PS4. I got that PS3 and I bought Persona 4 Arena Ultimax because hey, you couldn't play it anywhere else. This was pre it being on the Switch, before it came to Steam, like all that. Before the Persona games were like not sentenced to death on the PlayStation consoles that were no longer regularly used. So yeah. Oh lord. So yeah, whatever. I played, oh man, so you beat me, Giha. Yeah, Akina's like one of the best characters in this game, and I'd never played more than like a handful of characters. Jesus Christ, why would you just raw super like that, you animal? Fucking beast. Again? Listen, you. I'm just gonna do this. Ba 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 ba. Since we're raw supering though, since we're raw supering, huh? I'm just doing it again, girl. I'm sorry. Oh Lord. Okay, there. Oh Lord. That was a good dodge. That was a good dodge. Don't lie. Don't lie. That was a good one. Okay, where was I going with that? I don't know how I even like hit her with that. That was crazy. If she were faster, she could have like definitely punished me, but anyways, you took one off me, girl. That's more than everyone else. That was the second to last stage? Third to last, okay. Right, because this is medium. It starts like getting harder near the end. And then hard mode gets definitely hard. I like the fourth one. That's when I usually like take a loss. I take an L. Oh no. Yo, playing against this character is such a nightmare. The freaking side switches are insane. No, help! Somebody help me. But yeah, anyways, I love Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. That was just like some good fun. And I love the Persona 4 Golden, so like I could like really get into it because I knew those characters, and I played a little bit of Persona 3 Portable. I never beat it though. Oh wow, I'm actually shocked I freaking got that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Something came out of me. I'm just having a good time, honestly. I'm not taking anything too serious, and it's just fun. It's good fun. And when all the characters like play, like for one thing, I really like that all the characters, you know, they all kind of follow the same vibe of, okay, you do your 3 hits, and then you can always do a launcher. And then this is your ultimate. You could throw that in if you want to. You can grab if you wanted to. Okay, girl. Can I freaking help you? What the hell? Freaking duty. So yeah, that was like my introduction to fighting games. And then when I was in my first year, my first year of college, I got super into them, and I was just like buying them left and right on Steam because I finally got a gaming laptop instead of just like a laptop that I used to game. It was not meant for gaming, by the way, but I forced it to. Anyways, so this gaming laptop, I used a good bit. I think I gave it to my cousin a couple years ago. When I was like done with school, I just gave it to him because I never used it anymore, because at that point, my sophomore year was when I built my desktop for the first time. And I say for the first time because I've built and rebuilt this PC for like the last couple years. It's been like more than 5 years since I built it, but it's nice. I really do enjoy having a desktop, and I've built it into something that is powerful enough to do what I want to do, which is like record and like sometimes edit videos, maybe eventually get into 3D modeling. Okay, I was just a little too late, but that's okay. Oh lord! Coming out! What? Okay, that's fair. Oh, you fucking grabbed me? That's insane, actually. Please. Dude, why are you dodging everything I'm throwing at you? What the hell? Lord. Okay, let's go. That was a really close one. Let's go. I had to stop and just stop everything. No more thinking. Only button pressing. Anyways, so yeah, I got super into it and I had so much fun playing with my friend at the time, and we just like would play so much together and it was just so much fun. I like going back to playing by myself just wasn't the same. And then I'm trying to think, yeah, like about 3 years later, in my last year of college, was when I found out there was like a video game club. So I joined that. I don't really want to play hard mode. Wait, this character, I gotta think a little too much, and I just don't wanna. I'll play some Shiki though. Yeah, so I joined that video game club and I like really enjoyed it. I had fun and I had my snack box micro at the time. So I brought that with me and everybody was like always saying like, oh, that's so cool, it's so small, da da da. And I was like, yeah. So it was just like cool because, you know, it was a community that could actually appreciate what I've spent money on. And this was before the like art case even came out, so this was when it was still just a 3D printed case, and people would like love trying it out and everything, and I'd let them if they really wanted to, and it was great because I didn't have to bring like anything too heavy. Like I could go after my classes, I'd have like a couple books, but not too much because I did have my iPad, but I also like would leave stuff at school sometimes. And this video game club was really cool. Some of the guys were just like really nice to people who like ran it. They were just like super nice and always willing to like help me learn and like help me get better. And they would like watch me play and then be like, oh, you know, when that happens, you could actually do this and that would be better. And I was just like really cool. Like I needed a coach. Like, thank you. It just made me so happy. So then I was in that for like a good minute. I would go when I could, obviously because I was still like pretty busy, but I did enjoy it. And I joined my first game tournament there that I got to play in, and it was just like really cool. I felt so freaking like OMG, you know? And I won my first match, and then I lost my second one, and then that put me in losers, so then I played one more, and then that like I lost that one, so it like kicked me out of the tournament. But I remember like on that last one, it just didn't feel good because the guy I was playing, like just laughed at me afterwards, and I was like, people like you are the reason that we don't get new people in the space, dude. Like, he was just being an asshole. He was kind of like laughing because he wiped the floor with me with Jack O. Like, okay. You're playing Jack O, bro. And I don't think I like fought one at that point. Plus, I was like not even floor 10. This was like Guilty Gear Strive, by the way. I wasn't even like floor 10. I was like floor 7 or 8, like at best. And I practiced a little bit. Specifically the day before. I was just like really excited. And then after that, that just kind of like ruined things for me, and I didn't really play in person again because of that, and more like in fear that it would happen again. For one, it was just embarrassing, and then second, it just like didn't feel good to like kind of be made fun of because I wasn't that good. And all these people like lived and breathed fighting games. Let me tell you, I was a busy person. I had like school, I had my classes, the work I had to do for each class. I had a job at school too. And I worked pretty hard, man. And I would just like find time when I could, like on a day off or on the weekends, like to like play. And I think I had like less than 80 hours. And these people had like hundreds, maybe thousands of hours in the game, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, that actually does make sense though. But I'm not gonna spend my whole day and night, every day, every waking moment to like play fighting games so that I don't feel bad. And then I just decided, alright, I'm just gonna keep playing with that one friend I used to play with. So we did, but I don't know, over time it got a little harder to play together. I don't know, I was available, but it was kind of hard for them to find time to play with me or like even really want to. And it was like I would have played any game to just spend some time with them, you know what I mean? It wasn't really about the specific game, it was more about like being able to play a game with a friend I haven't seen in a while and enjoy myself. Because he came to visit me at school for like a week, and we just like played fighting games all day and night for those like couple days, and it felt like a boot camp because I hadn't played a fighting game in so long. And it was just like so fun, and I just like wanted that more, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I was like asking for a lot here, you know? I just like wanted to play with my friend and like spend time, since we can't really see each other in person since we live kind of far from each other. So that kind of ended up falling through, and after that kind of friend breakup, I just kind of was like, I guess I'm never gonna play a fighting game again. Sorry, I think I'm getting sick, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a little hard for me to talk about. It still stings. And it's like I never really got to tell him how I felt at the end about our relationship. A few months before, I just like called it and like blocked and unfriended him on everything, and I removed all of his friend group too. A few months before that, I tried to like have a conversation and just be like, hey, like, this is how I feel, and like I would love to spend more time with you, and I'm not really the type of person to be like always in a group, and I'd rather like it be more like a one-on-one. And like I didn't mind the audience when we would like play fighting games because it was like funny, but like I don't know, for me, like to build a bond, I need some one-on-one time, dude. I need a friend to just be like with me for a second. Like, okay, you got a partner. Okay, you got your friends. Can it just be us two? I don't have to perform for people I don't really know that well, and I could just be myself. It's less exhausting for me. And like maybe it's like oh, but nobody should have to not perform. Nobody should have to like do whatever to make you feel comfortable, da da da. But also, if you want to be my friend, I'd hope you would actually want to make me feel more comfortable. Just saying. So yeah, I just like I felt a kind of way after that, and I was just like, it seems like talking will get me nowhere. So I like deleted a lot of my accounts and just decided to start fresh. I needed a new vibe. I needed to feel like, okay, like I'll find friends who like value me and my time without me having to like constantly like force myself into like situations. Like they will think of me when, you know, they decide to play games together. We even like joined a Marvel Rivals tournament together, and we got second place. I think I got like $30. I use that to buy food. That's what I use my $30 for. I use it on Uber Eats. I just like, it makes me sad to think about, but I guess, I don't know why, I just wanted to talk today about finding like the fun in playing fighting games again. And for me, it was about finding the fun in playing single player. Because I got really used to playing like multiplayer games and like playing with people in that group and like with friends after a while, but like for me, it's not the only way to enjoy a game, because I like grew up and I didn't really have anybody to like play games with like that. It was pretty rare actually. So whenever I'd end up going to like some of my friends' house, this actually happened twice. Like two of my friends that were girls, when I went to their houses, they both had brothers, and they both wanted to play a game with me, or they were just like, hey, you want to play? And then I was like, yes. And I remember one time, I don't remember what I played with one brother, but I remember the other brother, I played like this Godzilla game with him, and I just had so much fun. I was there for like an hour, and my friends like came up and they were like, are you gonna come back down? And I was like, oh, yeah, just let me finish this. I was having more fun with the brother than with her. Like, oh, dude, that's the thing though. Like, I didn't have things in common with women. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just like, God, I just wanted a game. And I had this opportunity, and I had to, it had to get squandered. Because of my actual friend. But yeah. It was so hard to find like people, and that like library program I told you about before, that ended up like, I want to say discontinued, but like that doesn't feel like the right word. It feels more like it just like stopped, like they didn't host it anymore, and then I was just like, okay. I was just like, okay. So I didn't really have much to play with people. I remember like when I was in school, you know, like at the end of the year, they'd let you bring like your video games, and like we would all like play our games together, and it was mostly like Pokemon, right? Sometimes it would be like, I'm trying to think. Ooh, I remember one time, and I think 7th grade, I played Kid Icarus Uprising with some friends, and like I found 2 friends to play that game with, and it was crazy because it's so hard to find people for that game. And I was just like so happy because I like, before that game came out, I like loved it. I was waiting for it. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best game ever. And I was like, I was so excited when it actually came out. And then I never really had anyone to play with. I would play online sometimes, but it was kind of unreliable. And then after a while, you know how online games are, where you play when it comes out, and then like after a little bit it all falls off and not that many people are like on it anymore. That would happen to like most games I would play, and I think that's just like also the sentiment today, especially because of just the way the world works now. Like people, it's kind of like, oh, they're there for the hype, and then, or to get views when something's new, and then after they're just like, okay, and they're gone. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, some people just want to try things out, and like that's fine if you have the means to do it. I was also like that for a while, but now I'm not like that anymore, because I don't have the means to support that kind of lifestyle to buy every game and then like feel disappointed when I don't enjoy playing online anymore. I'm just getting my ass whooped. And I can't like find someone consistently to like play with me and like get along. It's like also tough because, hey, I'm queer, hey, I'm non-binary, hey, I'm a person of color. I need a certain kind of person to play with that like I can feel comfortable with, because it's just not everybody, okay? There are so many bigots out there, and then there are people who just like would laugh at me and make me feel bad for like not being as good as them when I would barely play or whatever. And like me and my friend, we had banter. We would call each other names. It would be so funny. It would be so fun. Like, we could just like be our little angry kid selves, like playing games like, Mom, it's my turn on Xbox and he won't type shit like that. Come on, dude. You gotta bring out your inner asshole of a kid sometimes, you know? Why does this guy have such a dark aura? Okay, I'm scared a little. Maybe a lot of it. Oh. But then you didn't see that. I don't understand this guy's moves. I'm gonna be so for real. That's so cool. He can like do that. I just found out, like, hey, I can continue the combo if I just jump. Okay, that was an accident. Just pressing buttons. But yeah. Anyways, over the last like week or two, since I like redecorated my fighting game controller, I've like just wanted to use it because it looks really awesome and I really like it. So I've been playing fighting games again and playing like single player things like this, playing like arcade mode. Like, it's fun. I'm just like pressing buttons, and that's ultimately all I really want to do when I'm playing fighting games. I just want to press buttons, sometimes make combos happen and look cool eventually. So when there's a game like this, Melty Blood type Lumina, that feels so good to me, and I wish I could like play more with people. Playing it by myself just because I like really like it, and it's like one of my favorite fighting games of all time. It just feels intuitive, it feels really good, it feels like easy to jump into. When there's something like this, like, and I don't have anyone to share it with, I have to like find my enjoyment of it on my own, because otherwise I'm just letting joy slip through my fingers, you know what I mean? So playing by myself, like playing on my Switch first and then playing on my computer, it's brought my love back for fighting games. And it's just like, it's not about anything crazy, like it's not about being the best, it's just about, ooh, look what I can do. And then, oh my god, I found out I could do this. And then, oh my god, this is also very cool, da da da. And then, you know? That was weird. I guess she just didn't want to. Oh my lord! What the? Dude, no! Oh wait, that could have worked. Hey, stop! Okay, I guess you were expecting me. Yeah, I didn't figure it would, Oh lord! I'm doing everything except hitting her! Okay, let's relax. Oh my lord! She got me with those fucking knives. Okay. I'm getting a little tired, so I think like after I do this, like, I'm gonna just chill and play some more Pokemon. I've actually been playing a new ROM hack called Pokemon Aesthetic Red, which is like bringing— okay, girl, damn! Bringing Fire Red into like the modern age, I guess, is how I would put it. Damn, she beat me! I don't know. I think I'm tired. I think I'll just call it there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my story, and hope you find a way to enjoy games on your own as well if you don't have anyone to play with. And if you are like me and play mostly single player games and don't really have like a consistent friend to play online games with, hey, it's okay. And also, you're not alone. So find your own way to enjoy games, because I know like it's very important for me. So this is like my biggest hobby. I gotta find some kind of joy in it. Alright. This has been me, and I'll see you guys next week. And also later this week. I've been consistent, yes, and I've also been posting twice a week. Okay, I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud of that. Alright, I'm pretty proud, I will say. But yeah, I'm working on some other stuff, and I just hope to see y'all soon. Next week, I want to release, for the next 2 weeks, I want to release some like, some last 2025 videos. So we'll see about that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!